All right, so now the next thing we're going to do is we're going to work on ears. Okay, ears. Ears are kind of hard. Some people like to draw them just as C's on the side of the head. So if this is the side of the head, they just draw C on there. Some people like just to put a hole in the head. Okay, over by where the side of the head is, at this side of the head, they just put a hole there. There's a lot of different things that people like to do when they're trying to draw ears, and a lot of the times they just leave them off because they don't know where to put them, they don't know how to put them on there. Okay, I'm going to show you how to do it. Now the way that I find is easiest is you kind of draw like a question mark. So you go up, you go over, you go down, and as you go to the bottom of your question mark, you kind of curve it, and at the bottom you have to draw another little loop. Okay, now ears are always different. Some people have this little thing, it's called a lobe. Okay, they have an earlobe on the side. Some people, their ears, they connect right to their head. So they're more like this. They start by going up and over like a question mark. But then as they come to the head, they just go like this, right into where the head is. So if this is the side of your head, that is how the ear would connect. From this one, this was the side of your head. That is how it would connect, kind of going up like that. Okay. After you have the outside shape, so after you get that outside shape done, kind of like a question mark, you go up, over, down. If you want to draw an earlobe, excellent, you can draw that. Step 2 is drawing the inside part of the ear. Now that's a million different ways on people, but what you're going to do is kind of on the inside of this one, draw it over. I like to kind of connect it up there. All right, and then on the inside, you can do kind of a lot of different shapes. Okay, and kind of goes back into the hole there. Okay, and make up your own ideas, make up your own shapes. But what I usually do is at least start with that flap that comes over. Now, if you look at your ears and the ears of the person next to you, the skin on the top of your ear kind of comes over. That's what this is showing. Okay, and then on the inside, I usually go up, down, kind of make up my own little design. Don't draw too much on there. Another mistake people like to make a lot is they draw these crazy lines because they don't know what to do. Don't draw too much. The less, the better. Okay, so this wouldn't be too bad if I didn't draw it so much. Okay, I took some of that out. Well, that's not even too bad right there. All right, try it on your own. 4 or 5 minutes. Okay, now the next thing we're going to be working on is the head shape and the hair that you put on top of your head. Now, there's lots of different head shapes, so I want you to just pay attention. Now, the easiest one to start with is kind of like an oval. Okay, start with an oval shape like this. And it doesn't have to be your final one, but it's a good place to start. Other shapes, there's more kind of like a rectangular, kind of like an oval like this. Okay, more like a Frankenstein head. Some people have rectangular type heads. Some people do have heads that are a little bit more round. Okay, they're not perfectly round, but they're more round than maybe this one is. Okay, so there's another way that you can do it. And there's even kind of like a square head. Okay, if you want to draw a square head, you can. You want to round off the edges because no one has a really a cube head, but kind of like a square like that. Now you want to start with one of those shapes for your head. You'll do a shape like this, and then you're going to do your eyes and stuff inside, but you're also going to do the hair on top. Now, this mistake people make with their hair is sometimes they just draw lines like this. Okay, no one really has hair like that unless it's a cartoon. Some people like to just color it all in, okay, like this. Some people like to do every single strand of hair like this, okay? And that just takes too long, and it's not actually what our hair looks like. This kind of looks like spaghetti. It's not spaghetti, all right? So we don't want to do that either, all right? We don't want to just do spikes like this. Another way that we can do it incorrectly. When we draw hair, we want to draw like the outside shape of the hair. So whatever hair you decide to do, so if I'm doing a long-haired person, I'm going to start on top of the head here, and I'm going to draw just the outside shape of what the hair looks like. Come down off the head, I'm not going to draw every single strand of hair. Okay, and then on the bottom I'll do some details. Well, maybe this person has hair covering their face a little bit, so they can bring it up here. This. Hair is a lot of different shapes. Everybody has a different hairstyle, so. Draw this shape. Draw a hair shape here. This lady's hair is going to cover up part of her face. So when I'm done drawing the hair, like this, I have to erase the parts of the head that it covers up. Okay, so I'm going to erase those parts right there. And yeah, I don't need this either. Okay, so that will be the top of her head. All right, so I'm going to draw the outside shape. Now if I do it on some other heads, okay, I'm going to start my hair a little bit lower. It comes actually where the ear is. And if I'm doing a spiky hair, maybe I'll do something like this. I want to make it a shape. I don't want to draw every single hair. And then maybe the front comes down a little bit like that. All right, so I want to draw the shape of what the hair looks like. Some people, let me see, what else is there? You have hair that hangs down, some bangs or something. Okay, and then comes off the side of their head. And then maybe it's like Elvis and it comes off the top like this on this side. Comes down, up, and on. Yeah, that's another way. You see how I'm drawing the shape? I'm not drawing each individual hair, I'm drawing the shape of the hair. Okay, so I want you to practice that on your own for a couple minutes. Okay, now I've zoomed in on a couple of these faces because I want to show you one last step when you're putting all the things together. So we've learned how to do the eyes, the nose, the mouth, the ears, the hair, the head. Okay, we've learned how to do all the things that make up the portrait or the picture of the face. But now we want to know where to put them. That's another hard thing to do when we're putting them together. Even if we know those right, where to put them is another very important thing. So when we look at this face, if we were to take this face, and even if we did the eyes and the nose correctly, so I'm going to do the eyes here real quick. Okay, I'm going to put them up here. Do the nose real quick, I'll put it down here. Put the mouth down here. Now, even though those things are done correctly, I did the right type of mouth, I did the right eyes and the right nose, even though those are correct, they're not in the right place. These eyes are way up on the head. Okay, they're way up here on my forehead on this picture. And that's not right. The nose is way, 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 way down. Okay, it's way too far down. Okay, it's down here. That's too far. Okay, and my mouth is down where my chin should be. So drawing things in the right place is also really important. And I'm going to show you how you can do that. Okay, now on this face, on all of our faces actually, from our eyes to the top of our head is the same distance from our eyes to our chin. So if on yourself, really quick, what I want you to do is take two fingers like this and put them one on your eye, one on your head, top of your head. And then I want to take that and move it down. It's the same distance from your eye to your chin. So that means that your eyes are right in the middle of your head. So on this picture, right about here is where the halfway point is. So that on that line is where my eyes go. So on one side, I want to draw my eye, over, down, up, over, up. Draw my iris, my pupil, my reflection, my eyelashes. On that side, same thing on this side. I got to move over a little bit. Don't put it right next to each other. Up, over, down. Try to make these the same size if you can, or close to the same size. I'm going to do my iris, same spot, looking up, pupil, reflection or the glare, eyelashes. Then I'm going to do my nose. And my nose is, if you take your eyes to your nose, and your nose to your chin. Okay, your nose should be right in the middle. So from between your eyes and your chin, draw another little line like this. Okay, dotted line. Because we're going to erase it eventually. And there, you're going to draw your nose. So you're going to do your nostril like a C. Okay, the open part of your nostril, the bump, your nose. You can draw those lines going up. Okay, so that is my nose. Next, mouth. The mouth, the middle of the mouth is halfway between your nose and your chin. Okay, so between your nose and your chin, halfway. You don't have to go all the way across, but draw, just to help you figure out where it goes, draw a couple lines like that. Then you're going to draw the top of your mouth, little bump, back, and the mouth there. So now that is in about the right proportion where your mouth, nose, and eyes should be. And last thing is your ears. On this one, they kind of covered up a little bit. On this one, what you're going to do is start your ears right where your eyes go over. So your eyes, if you look at your eyes, and bring your finger right back, that's where your ears will start. Okay? So if you take your eyes, go back, right here on the side of your head, you're going to go up, over, like a question mark, down, and do your shape for your ear. Same thing on this side. Start where your eye comes over, then go up, down, over, and over. Okay? You'll have where your ears go, and then you can finish off your ears. Now I'll do this on the board again while you guys are watching, and you can follow along step by step. If you think you can do it on your own, I want you to practice it on your own. All right? Go ahead. All right, now I want you to, we're going to do one last drawing. It's going to take you 10 minutes. I'm going to give you 10 minutes, and I want you to draw everything as close to being right as you can. Okay, now I'm going to compare this drawing with your first drawing, and I'm going to see that you improved. Okay, so show me what you learned through these videos, and on your drawing, show me what you've learned, okay? So, ready? Go.